Hey guys, it's Loves the Loom here. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super cute border by Doodads bracelet created by the lovely Suzanne HB on YouTube, and you can find her on Instagram as Crazy Just Might Work. I'll have her information in the box below as always, so you can check her out and give her a follow if you'd like. So this design here is a hook only, and it is based off of her doodad stitch, which I believe she either has a tutorial on YouTube or a flipgram on her Instagram showing how to do the doodad stitch. So you can definitely look into that as well. But I just love the little detail that it gives. It's really cool. I think it's definitely something you want to see and definitely make. So I'm just stretching it so you can see the details in there. I think it's so cool. The backside looks cute as well. So I used sweets and silicone on this one here, which is why it looks a little bigger than the opaque version. But you can definitely use any kind of bands on this. It has a nice like boxy square look to it, which is really cool. So without going on and babbling any longer, let's go ahead and get started. To make this bracelet, you will need to have any kind of hook and just one C-clip. The start of the bracelet needs to be with a single chain, and then we will build off of that. So we'll start by making a basic single chain. So adding your cap band on. And then we're just going to keep sliding links through until you have it long enough for your wrist. So I'll just show this a few times because I'm sure everyone can do this part. And I believe for my wrist it was like 40 links because it does shrink down a little bit. So keep that in mind. You may need it a little bigger than what your wrist would normally be. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm probably not going to do that many. But I just wanted you to know that's about how many it took. So just keep doing that until you have it long enough to fit your wrist, and then I'll come back when mine's done and we will continue adding on to it. Okay, so once you have that completed, we want to secure this at the top. So just simply make a slip knot like so you don't lose anything, and then we're going to come down to the beginning and locate our cap band. You want to be working with the bracelet facing this direction, so basically you want to be able to look through the cap band. You don't want it facing that way. And now you want to decide what color you want for your border, which is where the blue is, and then what color you want for the white. So I'm going to use the same color that I have here for my border, but just like this one, you can change it if you want. It's up to you. So we're going to start by putting our hook through the back of the bracelet, through that cap band. And we're going to grab our inner band. I'm going to refer to my gold here as the inner band, and I'm losing focus. So we're going to grab our inner color band. We're going to pull that through the cap band and reattach it. For this first time, we're only going to add one inner band on. For the rest, we will add two. You're going to grab your border band, and you're going to pull that through both bands that are on your hook and reattach. Like so. We're going to go to the very next link. So with your bracelet facing straight, you're just going to wrap your hook around and come through the back so that it's coming through the two side bands. If you're looking from the front, it should look like that. Okay, so we have those two on there. And now we're going to bring through one of our inner bands. You're going to pull that through the first two bands that we just put on there and reattach it. So it should look like that. We're going to grab another inner band. You're only going to pull this through the first two, which is that band we just put on. But do not reattach it yet. What we want to do is pick up the band furthest to the left or to the outside and place it back on our hook. Like so. And now, just like you would do a slip knot, we're going to pull that band that we just put back on through the right band right here. So you can either use like your fingers like that and pull it under, or you can use your hook. So it should look like that. And that is actually Suzanne's doodad stitch. And now you can reattach the band that we're holding. So there should be 4 on there right now. And now we're just simply going to grab another border band And we're going to pull that through the remaining 4. And reattach. Like so. So we're going to come up to the very next link. We go through every single link on this bracelet. So again, we're going to come from the back, making sure you have those 2 bands on there. We're going to grab our inner band. We're going to go through the first 2, like so. Grab another inner band. We're going to bring this through the first 2 bands, but don't reattach it. We want to pick up the band furthest to the outside. Put it back on your hook. And again, we're going to bring this band that we just put on our hook through this right band. So the first time I used my fingers, this time I'm going to do it with my hook. So you can turn your hook down like that and just slip it through like that. Now reattach the band you're holding like so. And now we grab our border band and bring it through all 4. And reattach. So it looks like that. And that is what you do. So coming through the back, going through, bring that through the first 2 and reattach. I'm gonna cut my nails off this weekend, guys, so they won't block your view anymore, I promise. They're getting way too long. I'm gonna make them nice and short. Alright, so grab your second band, bring them through the first 2. Gonna pick up that outside band, place it back on our hook. And now we're gonna do like a slip knot and bring it under only that 1 band and reattach. So it is very easy to do once you know the concept. So we would just continue doing that. So coming up to my next link, coming from behind, grabbing my 2 bands, pulling my first inner band through the first 2 bands, grabbing my second inner band, pulling it through the first 2, don't reattach, pick up your left band and pull it through the right one. And reattach the outside and our border band. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my right side finished up, and then I'll come back when I reach the top. If you have any problems, just watch the previous instructions. So when you reach the top, you're going to be at the point where you have 2 links left, counting the one that has a slip knot. So what we're going to do at this point when you're like this, you're going to do the same thing as before and go through the back of the bracelet like so. But this time, and you only do this when you're at the second to the very last link, we're only going to pull 1 band through, not 2 like we were doing the rest of the time. So just bring 1 through like that. And now we'll bring through our border band. And that is just to give it a little bit of a tighter close at the end. So for now, we're just simply going to slip knot this band. And then once we finish the left side, we'll bring all 3 sections together. So I'm just going to put a slip knot nice and secure, make sure, because you don't want to lose that. And now we're going to come down and work on the other side. So to work on the left side, I work upside down basically. So I just turn it like this, put my hook in, locate the cap band. And we're going to do the exact same thing, except we're going to be working with our bracelet facing, facing this direction. So remember that first section or cap band that we go through, we're only going to bring 1 of the inner bands through. And then we'll go and add our border on. And then we'll just swing down, and you're going to go through from the back. So make sure you're coming through the back and up like so. Grab it onto those 2 bands, just like before. And we would do exactly the same thing. So pull it through those 2, reattach. Pulling this through those 2 bands. Don't reattach. You're going to pick up the band furthest to the outside, place it on your hook. You're going to slip that under the second band like so. And now place back on the band that you have to pull through. And now we'll pull through our border. And reattach. Coming down to my next one, going in the back, like so. Pulling my first band and my second. We're going to pick up the band furthest to the outside, put it back on my hook. We're going to slip that under like so, reattach that band, and pull our border through again. So like I said, it's exactly the same thing as the first side, except it's a little bit awkward because I'm working upside down. So I'm going to go ahead off camera and just get this done, and when I reach the top, I'll show you how to finish it off. So I'm at the point of which I have 2 links left to go through. So I'm going to go through the second to the last one. And this is where we're gonna only pull one of our inner bands through. Like so. And then we're just gonna pull a border band through that one. This is just to kind of narrow it a bit for the closure. So once you're like that, we now need to undo the slip knot on the very last one. But you want to be very careful not to lose anything. So I undid the middle one, and I'm going to go from the front and place them on my hook. So I now have those two on my hook. And we need to do the same thing on the left side and get those two on the hook. But you want to be very careful, because the first time I did it, I actually lost a band. So I would just start loosening the slip knot and then put your hook in without undoing it all the way. Like that. And then undo it. That's just my suggestion, because they'll all pop off and you'll be very upset. So just get them all three on the hook like so. And then now grab one more border band. And when I meant three, I meant 3 sections, but there's 6 bands total. And now we're gonna pull that last border band through. All 6. Like so. And that is where we will attach our C-clip. I'm going to turn it around so you can see the front. So we'll attach our C-clip there. Alrighty, so there we have the completed border by Doodads bracelet. This was created by the lovely and talented Suzanne HB on YouTube. Also find her and check her out on Instagram as Crazy Just Might Work. You can tag her there and me at Loves to Loom on Instagram if you make this. We definitely would love to see it. And if you did like this bracelet, please hit that like button below as well. So I do hope you guys like it. I think it's a very cool design. I was very excited to do the tutorial for this. So I do appreciate you guys watching another tutorial, and I'll see you all at my next video. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.